Coming up on this program, we show you how to get connected. Find out how to choose an internet service provider. Discover the newest form of communication, electronic mail.
Always down and ready to ride. One by one, billion by billion, and holding up half the sky. Raise your hand if you're ready and willing. If you know it's time. Time for a girl on time. It's time for a girl on time. It's time for
Hello, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. You'll have to forgive me. I just set up the computer. I hope it works well. We'll see how we do. I realized at the last moment that, of course, I have nothing on this computer because it was just set up. So I had to quickly transfer the videos that I had set for today over, and I think it's done it. It worked. So that's great news. In other important news, two things. Firstly, I would like to hear what you had for dinner. If you didn't like what you had for dinner, tell me what you wish you had for dinner. Secondly, Sashina has concert tickets to a concert in Oregon that she's trying to give away. So if you know of somebody or are somebody that would want those tickets, come on down to the chat and let us know. I haven't eaten at all today. I have had a half a coffee. There's still half left. I bet it's Bush. Oh, the group is Bush, and it's in Bend, Oregon, and they are free. And this is happening on July 25th, 2024. So don't get excited later down the road. Now, what was I going to say? Oh, I got an email today from YouTube Daddy. You know, we always worry about when we get an email from YouTube Daddy. It's always a bit of a concern. And I have a little bit of July trauma from last year with the channel. And so when I read the email today that said it's your birthday, I was a little confused. It's July. My birthday's in March. We all know, the 25th. Great day. Apparently, I know that because this is the birthday of the channel, July 25th. So happy birthday to the channel. It's officially 1 year old. That's pretty exciting. I hope I'm coming through okay. I set things up to be standard, but like I said, I just got it in the mail and set everything up right before we started. So forgive, but so far we haven't had any problems, right? Knock on wood, Paisley. Everything has been good. And I'm hardwired into the internet. Oh, I'm going to be honest. I did a speed test. I almost orgasmed. Almost. Not quite, but almost. Anyways, so let's start off with this little, the titular. Is that how you say that? Tracy, yay! Look it, I can do all this without it getting all glitchy. Do. Wonderbar. Members only on Sundays. It's not about speed. I am like within 10 to 2,200. Did you predict it? You thought I was going to say that? I'm so fucking predictable. Anyways, It's titular. Is it titular? Okay. Titular. MB coming to you glitch free from the new machine. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And Chuck's here too. Yeah, I am excited. I am excited. Okay, so Christopher Engleby is here too. Oh, another amazing gifter of the channel, supporting me always. Love you, Chris. And I love your comments, and I love how you always put what number like you are in the comments, because it helps me. I'm actually like able to track things. I'm like, oh, well, by the time Chris watched that, we were at 58. I love it. Thank you. I love you. They unsubsidized you. First of all, who was subsidizing this? I think you mean subscribe. But that's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. But I don't doubt that YouTube Daddy would do that. Yes. We do. Yeah, don't do that. That hurts. Actually, but you know what? Every single day almost there's a few little unsubbies. And sometimes, but there was a new subscriber recently. And they said that they liked my snarkiness, which I really liked. I appreciate that. So, glad to see you, Chris. That happens sometimes, Sashina, when you're stuck on the last video. But that glitch ain't my glitch. That's a YouTube Daddy glitch. I'm thrilled right now. Let's go.
Matters before the court for a continued pretrial conference, the same as being conducted via Zoom. Are you Samantha Smith?
Sure.
Are you Samantha Smith?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. And sir, are you Dante Smith?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. When we were last before the court, the matter was adjourned. So that the two of you can mediate with Mr. Walker from the front of the court. The pretrial was adjourned to today's date. The court was informed, Ms. Smith, the two of you signed a stipulated order of dismissal earlier this week. And then Ms. Smith, you then retrieved it from the clerk, and the clerk tore it up.
Okay. So in case you didn't catch what he just said, he said she came in, they both signed an order of dismissal, getting rid of the divorce. And then Miss Smith came back, asked the clerk to rip it up and go forth with the divorce. Wow. Just wow. And guess what? Judge doesn't like that. He doesn't like people changing their minds. I don't know why. I don't know what judge does like. I'm not sure. Like, I still haven't figured out quite yet. Actually, he is quite happy when he talks about like his grandkids or his kids. But in terms of like the perfect client or person in front of him, I don't know what would make him happy. People divorcing doesn't make him happy. People not divorcing doesn't make him happy. Yeah, cranky gonna crank. Cranky gonna crank.
Yes, Your Honor.
So what's going on? We're gonna proceed with this divorce action or not?
No, yeah, I'm withdrawing it.
I'm sorry?
I said I'm withdrawing it, Your Honor.
Well, you already withdrew the dismissal. What are you gonna do now?
I'm withdrawing the divorce, meaning I don't want to move forward.
Okay, you both live in Dundee, is that correct?
Yes.
Come down today to sign a dismissal. We can't, the court's too busy, Ms. Smith, to go back and forth. You're making the court like a yo-yo. One day you want to dismiss, the next day you want to proceed. The next day you want to dismiss, and the next day you want to proceed. Can you both come down to the courthouse? I'll prepare the dismissal. Can you both come down today so we can close out this file?
Yeah.
I can try to
Um,
come today. I can try to come today.
You're breaking up, Ms. Smith. We cannot hear you.
No, I said I can try to come today, Your Honor. I'm
Okay,
currently
now the
not
court,
near Dundee.
the court has a copy of the dismissal. Do you want the court just to enter the order of dismissal today?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so I don't want you to change your mind in 5 minutes, Ms. Smith.
I know.
Mr. Smith, likewise, you agree that this divorce action should be dismissed?
yes, Your Honor.
Do either of you have any questions for the court?
No, Your Honor.
All right, very well. For the record, both parties having appeared via Zoom and both parties requesting the court to enter order of dismissal, the court's going to sign the copy that was retained by the court after the original was retrieved by Ms. Smith. Again, both parties asking the court to dismiss the matter. The court will enter an order of dismissal. You both be mailed a copy at 717 Davenport Drive, Dundee. Anything further from either one of you?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
All right, that concludes the matter. We'll send you a copy of the order of dismissal.
That's terrible, Tracy, but thank you so much. And actually, that's a good reminder to double check your subscriptions. I mean, I double check on you guys all the time, but what I mean is you double check on your favorite subscriptions. Thank you, Tracy. I know it wasn't you, though. I believe you, 100p. YouTube Daddy, he is a fickle master. I say it. Is she green? No, yeah, because she just became green earlier. Cellulite yoga pants, she did earlier. That's why. Ding dong woo. So, Donna! Yay! 5 more memberships to Sunday. I love Kobe's picture. It is so sweet. I hope you are doing well. Oh my god. What? Ah! Vince. Oh my god. I will. Thank you so much. Oh my god. I love this. No glitching. You guys sending me money. New members left, right, and center. People getting memberships. I am thrilled. This day is awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Vince, so much. Thank you, Miss Donna, so much. Thank you, Tracy, so much. Thank you, MB, so much. Thank you, Chris Engelby. Thank you, everybody. Everybody. I love you guys so much. I'm so thrilled about this. It feels more like it flows better. It's flowing so good. So good. So good. Ah! Vince, I love you. I was just talking, you know what? I was telling my roommate earlier today, I said, you know, do you agree that men shouldn't shave their armpits? And he agreed. He says no, but he trims his armpits. Oh! Open up cellulite yoga pants. Okay, that's a really good segue. So, before we get too deep into it, last night I talked about the wonderful gift that Owen sent me with the special stickers and the pictures, which I love so much. And they're just right here. I'm going to be hanging those up. But Cellulite Yoga Pants also sent me a gift box, which is so sweet. And first of all, there in it was a lot of candy. Mexican candies, I think. And we'll have to try these over a number of days. There was also, there's so many. These salts. Okay, this is pickled beer salt. Oh, it's green, so it's going to pull out. And then this one is mango. Amazing. Vince, I can probably get that for you if you want to inspect his armpits or other parts of him. He's into that. This is coconut candy. It doesn't look coconutty to me, but I love it. I'm going to be so excited to try it. lollipops with, these are the mango ones. Hi, Hector. And bubble gum. I haven't opened these yet. I'm so excited to do it. But also came two very special items that were wrapped and instructed to me to open on camera. I've had them here. There's only a little bit of weed on them. Thank you, first of all, Cellulite Yoga Pants, and Cole and Owen yesterday as well. Should I do the bag one first or the fence art? So these are art projects that Cellulite Yoga Pants, she is so talented. You should subscribe to her channel. I'm going to open the fence art one. No, the weed is not from you. The weed's from me. No, of course. It made it through customs. I'm going to be careful with these because it's art. Let's see what we can do here. So I believe that this is in reference to, this is just, oh, it's a beautiful version of it. Nail polish, CYP. Look how, you can't see it all. It's so pretty. I'm going to have to turn on. Oh, no, you can see it. Look how gorgeous that is. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And so this is the TPO fence of nail polish. I love it. This fence is probably a better fence than some people have in their house. And the flowers are very, very, very intricate and beautiful, but they are reminiscent of period panties. I'm just going to say it. They're reminiscent of period panties. I think that's what they were meant to be. It's so beautiful. I love it. It's the pads over the fence, but instead it's lilies so that it's appropriate. I really like that. You know, that other lady would have had a better option if she had put lilies over the fence. It's hard to complain about that. I have a fence in my house. Maybe. Now I do. Woo! Okay, I just heard something. I'm gonna have to go check on that. Made with nail polish. That's what it is. You made this whole thing with nail polish? Oh my God. I love it. I'm so amazed. It's going over here in the area where my nice things go, and I will hang it up. Oh, it's him. My roommate's back. I was like, oh, what the fuck? They left the door open. I thought I was going to have to go check and make sure that nobody broke in. But apparently they didn't. Now, this one here says Custody Chaos Mini Palette Art. So this is the palette people from the Custody Chaos one. I know, I'm waiting for the Creed frame too, and it's not happening. Oh my goodness. This is sort of wet, which is funny. Oh my goodness. Ah! A dumpster fire inspired by Custody Chaos. And I love this because it's got a pineapple here, but I think we will all agree that this is meant to be displayed like this. This is going to be the first and only pineapple decor that I own that identifies me the way that I should be. I love it. Oh my God, that is so amazing. And it's got rope going through it as well. And it's actually like burnt. Like it looks like a dumpster fire. I love it so, like, in the nicest way possible. That's what it's meant to look like. So I'm not being rude when I say it looks like a dumpster fire. That could be so misconstrued. Wow, your gift looks like a dumpster fire. Thanks so much. I really appreciate all the hard work and effort that you put into it. No, I mean that. I really mean that. I believe that you burned it. It looks burnt. I love it. I'm so thankful. I love it all. And I know. I don't think it was the StreamYard. I know. Okay, comes in. I know. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. I'm so thankful. I love getting stuff from you guys. Seriously, I don't have any upside down pineapples. If anybody doesn't know, that's like apparently a symbol for swingers. I didn't know that. I didn't. Anyways. Wonderful. I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody. I do have to admit, I did open the I opened the package yesterday, and I went into the candy, and I did eat one yesterday, but I saved most of them. But I did also see that these ones are like banned in California. Or something like that. They're super spicy. I knew you knew what it meant, but I'm just saying. Some people don't. Anyways, this one's super spicy. I'm a little afraid. I didn't know it until like recently when I started hanging out with all of you guys on the internet, on the interwebs. I think everything is banned in California, but what I don't know why I Googled it and it came up that this one is dangerous. So in a couple minutes, I will give this one a try. And I haven't eaten either, Vince, but drive safe. All right, let's get on with the next one and continue on with our glitch-free evening. Fingers crossed. Could we do it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Nothing good comes from the phone.
I know their little heads always pick until I can hear. I hear them from in the morning at my house. They're all over the place. Yeah.
Did you see them?
They always do. They like do not like to share their food. That's why I put some out on the ledge too, so they don't fight. Somehow they still do.
For the record, this matter is before the court for a continued pretrial conference. The same is being conducted via Zoom. Present is Attorney Anthony Brusco, representing the plaintiff Andrew Pease. Mr. Pease appears to be present with Mr. Brusco. In addition, Attorney Maria Zagorski is present representing the defendant Amber, and Miss Amber is present with Miss Zagorski. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Judge.
Where is the judge?
And Mr.
Is it
Brusco.
frozen? I'm pulling it along. I think this one got fucked up somehow. Weird. Okay, hold on. The judge is trying on caskets. That's actually funny. That's very funny. Let me just try one last time. Hi, Jinx. Reminder, he has two assistants.
Write some notes in there. You can call it based on your document, right? So write some notes in there in terms of,
To wait for Catherine. Brandon.
take some proofs here.
If the court were to not grant your divorce, would you continue
Okay, this is a new glitch. This is a glitch from I don't know, the videos, because they're not working properly. I'm gonna have to re-add it. I might kitsch frame. We did the first video just fine. Look, now they're moving. I am blaming it on the guys in the truck. I'm very confused. Jinxed it. Well, how did the one work? Look at how it's glitching down there. You see how it's saying Polycom?
Turn on the audio.
Hello.
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 We can't see
Hi.
anybody.
Okay, we're ready.
For the record, this matter is before the court for a pretrial conference, the same is being conducted.
An unexpected conundrum we've struck. I know the screen's completely black. Yeah, at least I'm not glitching. It's true. I'm always high, but I really don't know how to think about this. Oh, I do know how to think about this. Do I? Let's try to think about this in a different way, shall we? We're going to try and think about this in a different way. Say a little prayer for me. Please work. The judge is moving. He's moving. He's really moving.
You can call it based on the document, right? So it's some notes in here.
To wait for Catherine Brandys.
Take some proofs here. Some pro per.
I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it. I fucking got it working. I fucking got it working. Yeah. Woo-hoo! Look at me. I am like my own little tech support over here. Winona Judd. Don't freeze. No, her lighting just changed. She's not frozen. But I'm not going to touch it because I think that fucked it up last time. So we're just going to have to, we'll talk through it. We will return to your regular programming momentarily. Thank you for tuning in. I'm so proud. I wanted to go forward, but we can't. Were they married? Oh, wait, she's a lawyer. Rebecca's a lawyer.
Catherine Brandys.
For the record, this matter is before the court for a continued pretrial conference subsequent to the parties having engaged in mediation with Ms. Patrick from the front of the court. This hearing is being conducted via Zoom. The present is Attorney Rebecca Ehrenberg, representing the plaintiff Matthew Brandys, and Mr. Brandys is present. In addition, The defendant, Catherine Brandys, is also present. Ms. Brandys is representing herself since her attorney, Sean Glaza, withdrew as her attorney of record. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
The court has been informed that by Ms. Patrick that parties have reached a tentative agreement, but Ms. Brandys wishes to give it further thought or consult with an attorney before she commits to it. Is that correct, Ms. Ehrenberg?
That is correct, Your Honor. We are very close.
It's a good thing, Ms. Brandis. So you made notes in terms of what's being discussed, and certainly I think it's wise on your part to at least, you don't need to hire an attorney, at least consult an attorney and a family law attorney to see whether or not that's a reasonable resolution. So what the court would like to do is take the proofs today, take some brief testimony just to establish that there's jurisdiction, there's been a breakdown in the marriage, there are no minor children. The court will reserve all standing issues, and the court will set another pretrial conference. Do you understand that, Ms. Brandis?
Yes, I do.
Okay, Ms. Ehrenberg, any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Right, Ms. Brandis, can you both please raise your right hand to be sworn, please? Solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, shall be God.
I do.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Ehrenberg, if you want to begin with Mr. Brandis, please.
Yes. Mr. Brandis, a complaint for divorce was filed in this case. Did you have the opportunity to review it before it was filed? The complaint for divorce that started the case at the beginning.
Who are you speaking to?
Matthew.
Mr. This is questions to Matthew.
Yeah, I looked at it.
Okay. Were all of the allegations within that complaint true at the time of filing?
Yeah,
Are they still true today?
yeah,
Had you been a resident of the state of Michigan for 180 days and the county of Monroe for 10 days prior to filing?
yeah. I think I'd moved in my parents by then, so they're in Exeter Township now. I mean, maybe, but yeah, I lived in Michigan my whole life.
Okay. And you allege in the complaint that you had lived in Monroe County for 10 days prior to filing. Is that correct? Yes. Okay. Were there any minor children born during the marriage?
No.
I'm here.
Sorry. If the court were to not grant your divorce, would you continue to live as husband and wife?
No.
Do you believe there's any chance of reconciling?
No.
To your knowledge, is your wife currently pregnant?
No.
Okay. Your Honor, I have nothing further.
Thank you, Ms. Ehrenberg. Ms. Brandis, could you please state your name and current mailing address for the record, please?
Catherine May Brandis, 1706 Monroe, Michigan, 48161.
Thank you. Ms. Brandis, did you hear the testimony this afternoon of your husband, Matthew?
Yes, I did.
Was his testimony true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
No, it is not.
Were there any children born or adopted during your marriage who are still minors?
No,
Are you currently pregnant?
no.
Wait, did she just say it wasn't true? Is that what she just said? That it wasn't true? Fuck, I'm gonna have to back it up. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's what she said. Wow, that works a lot better than it used to. Oh my God.
Your Honor, I have nothing further.
Thank you, Ms. Ehrenberg. Ms. Brandis, could you please state your name and current mailing address for the record, please?
Catherine May Brandis, Drive, Monroe, Michigan, 48161.
Thank you. Ms. Brandis, did you hear the testimony this afternoon of your husband, Matthew?
Yes, I did.
Was his testimony true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
No, it is not.
Were there any children born or adopted during your marriage who are still minors?
No,
Are you currently pregnant?
no.
Did you hear she objected to his?
I'm sorry, did you, there's something you objected to in Matthew's testimony?
Yes, he stated that he lived in Monroe County 10 days before he filed. Can you let her out?
What is that? Is that a cat? What is that? Is that a person? What in the
Before he filed for divorce, he did not.
Okay, did you live in Monroe County 10 days prior to his filing
Yes,
the
I did.
complaint? Okay, that's
I
enough
did.
to establish jurisdiction.
Okay.
As long as one of you lived in the state of Michigan for at least 6 months and come to at least 10 days immediately preceding the filing of the complaint, that's sufficient for this court to have jurisdiction.
And I do not believe that this marriage is beyond reconciliation.
Okay, and if that's certainly understandable, but if Matthew says it is, it's a no-fault divorce date, the court must grant a judgment of divorce if in fact he remains.
That's
in
fine,
that
but
position.
I wanted it on the record that I believe this marriage can be fixed and worked out.
Thank you. And it's noted, Ms. Brandis, and obviously Matthews has heard your position.
Wow. Wow. She is vocal about that. I don't know that we've ever heard it quite like that. My God.
Very well, based upon the testimony that's been presented this afternoon, the court finds that jurisdiction has been established. The court further finds that there has been a breakdown of the marriage relationship to the extent that the objects of matrimony have been destroyed and there appears to be no reasonable likelihood that the marriage can be preserved according to the plaintiff. At this point in time, the court will simply reserve all standing issues and schedule this matter for a continued pretrial conference, give Ms. Brandis an opportunity to consult with an attorney. And how much time do you need? Do you need 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 30 days?
3 weeks would be, 3 or 4 weeks would be preferable, Your Honor, since I don't have a lawyer currently and am very, very low on funds.
Okay.
I have asked Mr. Brandis to follow your order to pay for clothing and for food. And I've asked for extra money for said clothing, and he has refused every single time.
Your Honor, I'd just like to place on the record, my client does pay her $300 every 2 weeks. I have no objection to a 3-week adjustment.
They have no children. So that's $300 every 2 weeks in spousal support? I mean, $600 is not that much for a month, but that's sounding like it, Wendy. And yeah, what clothes does she need? I haven't bought new clothes in a long time.
Adjournment, Your Honor. Discovery is done. Ms. Brandis did have an attorney at one point. There is not a lot to divide in this case. I don't think it needs to be prolonged too far.
All right, the court scheduled a continued pretrial conference toward the end of August. Give Ms. Brandis sufficient time to consult with an attorney. And obviously, what's sometimes can be helpful, Ms. Amberg, you can always prepare a proposed judgment, send that to Ms. Brandis. That might assist that attorney in reviewing the terms of the judgment.
Absolutely, Your Honer.
So you can put together just a draft proposed judgment. That might be the easiest thing for Ms. Brandis to take to an attorney. That's what he suggests.
I have Thursday, August 29th at 1:30 or 2.
How about the Thursday, August 29th in the afternoon?
That works for me, Your Honor.
That sounds fine.
What if we need a school hearing?
Want it earlier?
What time in the morning?
In the morning, I just squeeze.
Is there a cancellation on Friday? Okay.
I can double you up.
These are the
That's
pre-trial.
sad.
Okay.
I'm going to get some.
All right, so August 29th,
1:30.
1:30, would that work with you, Ms. Brandis?
Yes, it does.
Okay, is there any need to meet with Ms. Patrick any further, or will you simply get appear before this court on that date for a final pretrial? Do we need to meet with Ms. Patrick any further on that date?
I don't think
No.
that would be necessary, Your Honor. I'll let Ms. Brandis answer for herself.
No, I don't think we need to meet with them again. I think just the August 29th should be fine.
August 20th at 1:30, and the court suggests Ms. Amberg again to prepare a draft judgment, send that to Ms. Brandis. Maybe she'll talk to the attorney and have a approved judgment when you come back April 29th.
That's a good idea, Your Honor. I'll do that.
All right, thank you. All right, the court will mail out a notice to Ms. Ehrenberg as well as to Ms. Brandis, August 29th at 1:30. And then there'll be a Zoom hearing once again. Thank you, Ms. Patrick, for your assistance.
You're welcome, Your Honor.
All right, that will conclude this hearing. You can all Zoom out. Have a good rest of the day.
Thank you, Your
You
Honor.
too, Your Honor. Thank you.
Our 2:30 is here for both parties, but Josh is also ready on his mediation.
You guys, I have this salsa verde. It is so fucking delicious. Oh my God. So spicy. I love spicy things sometimes. I think it's that pain pleasure thing. Vince is 10 minutes from dinner. Okay, I won't talk about it anymore, Vince. I know it doesn't feel right, but we're doing it. Oh, Judge, you're walking away? All right, I'm going to scroll then.
On your earring.
My boobs do look really good. Hello.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a frog or something.
No, it's a long-haired guy. Can you not see?
She thought it was a frog.
Oh, now I can tell.
Went to a,
I want to eavesdrop on them. They say it was just, they thought it was a frog.
no.
That's so funny.
Thank you.
Is this for beer? Cellulite yoga pants?
I gotten
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Oh,
So I constantly was seeing these in my.
True that you married to Dane
too far,
for the
Pace.
record.
Too far, right there.
It appears to be approved by both of you. Can you both please raise your right hand to be sworn, please? Do you both solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right, we'll start with you, Ms. Taylor. Can you please state your name and current mailing address for the record?
Elsie Taylor, address is 1351 East 48161.
Thank you. Ms. Taylor, is it true that you filed a complaint for divorce with this court on about April 25, 2024?
Yes,
Is it further true that on the date you filed the complaint that you've been a resident of the county of Monroe for 10 days and the state of Michigan 6 months?
yes,
Is it further true that you married to Dane Taylor on January 26, 2006, and you separated in June of 2016?
yes,
Is it true there's been a breakdown of your marriage relationship to the extent that the obvious matrimony had been destroyed? There's no reasonable chance of reconciliation.
yes,
Children born or adopted during your marriage who are still minors?
no,
Are you currently pregnant?
no,
And you signed your name to this proposed judgment approving the terms and conditions contained therein, is that correct?
yes,
And you're going to keep the name Taylor, is that correct?
yes.
All right, not asking for restoration. All right, Mr. Taylor, can you please state your name and current mailing address for the record?
Yes, it's Dane Taylor. My address is 6517 Telegraph Road 7, Erie, Michigan 48133.
Okay, we got lot 58. That should be lot 57, is that correct?
I just moved since the filing of this.
Okay, so we change it to lot 58. 57, I'm sorry. 6517 Telegraph, lot 57.
Yes, sir.
Let's move next door. Okay. Mr. Taylor, did you hear the testimony of your wife Elsie this afternoon?
Yes,
Was her testimony true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
yes, it is.
Did you also sign your name to this proposed judgment approving the terms and conditions contained therein?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the court's going to go through the terms of this with you. You both agreed that spousal support or alimony is not awarded. That's forever barred. You've already divided your personal property, so each will keep the personal property currently in your possession, free and clear of any claim on the part of the other.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
There are no joint debts. Each will pay debts in their own name. Each will keep their own automobiles. There's no real estate to be divided. There are no retirement plans to be divided.
Correct.
Ms. Taylor, do you have any questions for the court?
no, sir.
Mr. Taylor, do you have any questions for the court?
No, Your Honor.
Very well. Court appreciates your cooperation in completing and returning the judgment. Based upon the testimony that's been presented this afternoon, as well as complaint filed this case, court finds that jurisdiction has been established. Court further finds that there has been a breakdown of the marriage relationship to the extent that the objects of matrimony have been destroyed, and there appears to be no reasonable likelihood that the marriage can be preserved. Accordingly, it is ordered by this court that the marriage between the parties be and is hereby dissolved, and judgment shall enter granting a divorce and bonds matrimony. The court has signed the judgment. A copy will be mailed to both you. That will conclude the hearing. You can both zoom out. Have a good rest of the day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Are we done?
Yep, you're done. You can zoom out, sir.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Welcome.
He's like, is that it?
I don't know how to
I'm
do
done. I'm gonna try this pickle salt.
Time, you might make a couple copies of this, Sarah.
Officer Pork
Also,
Chop.
I'm bringing in, they have an interpreter. His name is Eric. So when you see him on the screen, he's the interpreter.
Do you know if they,
Yeah.
what's the name of the interpreter?
Eric.
Oh, you're fucking kidding.
Sani.
And
Interpreter case.
Sani.
Nissani.
Nisani.
Nissan with an I.
I really like this so far because the bottle is like a beer bottle cap, but it twists. Oh no, it doesn't.
Yeah, we see
Oh, and it's like
a
a
lot of interpreters in district court, not many in circuit.
oh,
No.
hello, Rana. Big lips. Mm. Oh wow,
I think we're waiting on one more person.
that's so delicious.
Do either counsel have your client with you?
Client is present with me.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hold on, the Samsung.
Ooh, you're a lawyer, Rana? Okay, I know. I'm really happy to be on screen all the time. Also, okay, so this is called add a dash of dill to your beer. But I just put it in my hand and licked it, and it's delicious. Now, it's a lot, but I eat seasoning salt. So for me, perfection. Thank you so much. I'm very excited about this. Right up my alley. I'm also going to open this one. Mini computer, I love it.
It's her audio.
Okay, there's Miss Mary.
It just needs your audio.
Miss Galvin, you need to turn on your audio.
Can't hear you.
Hold the phone. This is like an adult ring pop. First of all, fits on my hand like a ring. Oh, yes. Oh, my God. I'm so excited and scared to lick this. I'm so excited and scared to lick this. That's what she said. If you're lucky. Okay, what does this say? Lucas Muecas mango. Mango flavored lollipop with chili powder. Ah! I love it. Here we go. Oh my. I like it. If you have a little dildo that is this size, you're going to want to make sure that has a flanged base. You can't really have one this size with a big enough base for it to be safe, you know? These are good. This is good. Also, just this system, very good. Love it. So then you put it in, you shake it up, and it's covered again, ready. Oh, that one was spicy. Ah! Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Ooh, I like that.
Tienes que poner tu volumen.
Oh, ¿le subo? ¿Se me escucha ya?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Y muestra tu cara si puedes. Prefieren
sí.
eso.
Okay.
Okay, why don't you call it over? We can get here in 2
All in a matter of one.
The stick is mango candy. It's dipped in chili powder
For the
candy.
record, this matter is before the court for a continued pretrial conference. The same is being conducted via Zoom. The parties have mediated with Mr. Josh Walker from the front of the court this afternoon.
Okay.
Present is attorney
I love
Monica
it.
Brinkman, representing the plaintiff Juan Galvin. Mr. Galvin appears to be present with Ms. Brinkman in her office. In addition, attorney Reina Diab, is it pronounced Diab? You're muted, Ms. Diab.
Oh.
There, we can hear you now.
Oh, can
There
you
we
hear
go.
me, Your Honor? Yes,
Yes,
it's
yep.
Diab.
Ms. Diab is representing the defendant, Mary Galvin, and Ms. Galvin is present. In addition, we have an interpreter, Mr. Eric Nasani, is that correct?
Yep.
Thank you, Mr. Nasani, for your assistance and availability this afternoon. Ms. Brinkman, were the parties able to reach your own agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So perhaps we can place that agreement upon the record. Mr. Nasani can repeat that agreement.
Yes,
And
he-
the court can confirm with the parties that that's their agreement, and then the court will swear the parties in. We can take some testimony.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Voy a repetir el acuerdo. So just go bit by bit, I guess, a couple
Siguen
sentences.
diciendo mi nombre
at a
mal.
time. ¿Cómo?
Mi nombre lo siguen diciendo mal. Soy Daisy Nájera en todos mis papeles que tengo legales.
Yeah,
Dice
she just wants you to know that her first name is Daisy.
Nájera.
Yeah. Okay.
Her name is not Mary, but rather Daisy, Deisy.
Yes, Your Honor, it's Daisy Nahara. We were gonna correct that on the record. Yes, it's Daisy Nahara.
Can you spell that out?
It's and it's Deisy, correct?
Correct.
And Nahara, Najera.
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor, I believe we submitted, and I believe the court entered an order amending the case caption when we appeared for the teleconference pretrial.
Yeah.
None of this is being translated. Where's the translator? What's he doing? Is he bumping nothing?
You are correct. Yes,
Okay.
there is stipulated order in the file entered on May 21st, 2024, which amended the case caption to reflect Vanessa's names as Daisy, Deisy, Najera. So her last name is not Galvin. Her last name is Najera, correct?
Correct.
All right, so we'll note that her last name is Daisy Najera, Nagera. All right, thank you, Ms. Brinkman, for pointing that out. So again, if you could proceed with stating what you understand to be the parties' agreement.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. The parties will share joint custody of the 3 minor children and equal parenting time.
Los dos van a compartir custodia de los 3 hijos menores y también compartir tiempo con ellos.
The parenting time schedule will be liberal, flexible, and meet the needs and schedules of the minor children.
El tiempo con los niños va a ser flexible y liberal y va a conformar con las necesidades de los hijos.
The parties will also mutually agree on holiday parenting time.
También
This sounds fine and dandy, but what if they don't agree? I always wonder. Like, this is the wording of perfection. Liberal. Like, what is going on? I need more candy. I'm addicted. I'm already addicted to it. Have you had the red one? Is this going to be spicier like this is spicy? Anybody? Pulparindo. Hold on. I'll make myself big. Pulparindo versus that. And remember, her name's not Mary. It's fucking Daisy. Ay, ay, ay.
los dos papás van a acordar entre sí sobre quiénes lo tiene durante días de fiesta.
Child support will be paid pursuant to the Michigan Child Support Formula.
Apoyo de manutención de niños va a ser pagado según las reglas estatales de Michigan.
At the time of This hearing, the calculation is approximately $1,500 a month for support of the 3 minor children.
En este momento se calcula para apoyar los 3 hijos menores, se necesita 1,500 por mes.
Mr. Galvin is going to provide and maintain health insurance through for the minor children through his employment.
El señor, por medio de su empleo, va a procurar aseguranza de salud para los hijos.
Mr. Galvin is not awarded any spousal support and is waiving and barring any right to petition the court for spousal support in the future.
Okay. I'm sorry,
Sure.
he's not being awarded spousal support?
He is not being awarded any support, and he is waiving his right to petition the court or come back later and ask for it. It's a total and complete bar.
Oh, okay. El señor Galván mismo no va a recibir apoyo de esposo financiero y está también diciendo que no quiere en el futuro poder hacer la petición de pedir algo así.
Ms. Nahara is awarded $700 per month for a period of 5 years in non-modifiable support.
Pero la señora Nahara va a ser otorgada $700 por mes por un tiempo.
700. Is that 3,300? You guys, I wanted to roll it back, and then I said, Paisley, you did 4 years of fucking Spanish. You should be able to pick up the number that he's going to come up with here and be able to say it. 700. So 33. What did he say? What did she say? We got to go back. Can't be $1. God damn it. Okay, hold on. Let's see.
Que no quiere en el futuro poder hacer la petición de pedir algo así.
Ms. Nahara is awarded $700 per month.
700. 700 for 5 years. Siete. Yeah, so siete is 700. 700 for 5 years a month, plus 1,500 a month in child support. Wow. I mean, you could almost live off that. You were right, K. Crimson. You were right. Well, it's $2,200 a month. And this is their agreement.
5 years in non-modifiable support.
Pero la señora Nahara va a ser otorgada $700 por mes por un tiempo de 5 años. What was the last part? 5 years, and then
non-modifiable.
No se puede modificar eso.
That will commence August 1st, 2024.
Y eso va a comenzar el 1 de agosto 2024.
Ms. Nahara is awarded the marital home on Sumter Road in Carlton, Michigan.
La señora Nahara va a ser otorgada la casa del matrimonio que está en el Sumter Road in Carlton, Michigan.
There is no mortgage on the property.
No se debe ninguna hipoteca en esa propiedad.
Wait, no mortgage, and she's awarded the house, and she's getting that much money a month? Oh, well, you could definitely live off that. If you didn't have any housing payments other than property tax every year?
Mr. Galvin has the option of exercising a 5-year lease on the apartments, barn, and equipment storage buildings that are located on the real property.
El señor Galván poder ejercer un arrendamiento en los apartamentos, la graniza y las unidades de almacenamiento que están localizados en la propiedad.
Mr. Galvin will maintain the property taxes, insurance, and the utilities, including the marital home, on the marital home property as long as he is residing in or exercising his lease.
Mientras que él está ejerciendo su arrendamiento en esa propiedad y él está ahí, va a pagar las utilidades, los impuestos anuales y cualquier otro costo que se aplica a la propiedad mientras él está ahí.
If Miss Nahara decides to sell the property, the marital home, Mr. Galvin has a right of first refusal to purchase it from her at fair market value.
Okay, si ella decide vender la propiedad donde están en Sumter, el señor Galván tiene el derecho de ser el primer persona a quien le vende y que sea en un valor del mercado justo.
The parties own a home in Texas.
Los dos tienen casa en Texas.
Mr. Galvin is awarded the home in Texas.
Al señor Galván le dan, está otorgado a él la casa en Texas.
That property does have a mortgage currently that Mr. Galvin pays each month.
Esa propiedad sí tiene hipoteca ahora que el señor Galván paga cada mes.
The mortgage is in Miss Nahara's name alone.
La hipoteca está en el nombre de la señora Nahara solamente.
Mr. Galvin will continue to make timely payments on the mortgage and will obtain a loan, a personal loan by him, and pay off the balance of the mortgage within 6 months of the entry of the judgment.
6 meses a partir de esta rendición judicial, el señor Galván va a cumplir la hipoteca de esa casa en Texas por pedir un préstamo personal para poder cumplir la hipoteca.
When the loan is paid off, Miss Nahara will execute a quitclaim deed or whatever's required in the state of Texas and will deed 100% of her interest to Mr. Galvin.
Cuando este préstamo está cumplido y la hipoteca, la hipoteca está pagado, la señora Nahara puede ejercer una acción de quitar una acción para, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit of a lay person. Just to explain a quit claim deed. She has to enter into a quit claim deed in order to do what exactly?
I apologize. I'll rephrase it. She will sign a deed to transfer her interest in the property to him.
Okay. Que vas a firmar una acción legal para transferir tus intereses en la propiedad en Texas a él.
Each
Okay.
party,
Y ahí cuando él va a firmar para, perdón, tengo una pregunta. ¿Y él cuándo va a firmar para transferir esta propiedad a mi nombre?
When would she be having to sign her? I'm sorry. ¿Qué dijiste? No hablaste muy
¿Cuándo va a
claro.
firmar para transferir la propiedad de aquí a mi nombre?
When will that signature be needed to transfer the property to his name?
once the loan is paid off in full by him.
Okay, did
And
you
he
say
has 6 months. He has 6 months to do that.
Él tiene 6 meses para pedir préstamo y cumplir y pagar el resto de la hipoteca. 6 meses,
Sí,
señora.
eso estoy entendiendo, pero la propiedad de aquí de Texas, ¿cuándo se va a cambiar el título solamente a mi nombre? La propiedad de aquí de Michigan, la que ya está pagada.
Como no entiendo. Let me clarify. Estamos hablando de Texas, no de Michigan.
Por eso tengo la duda. Él está asegurando que yo firme cuando él la pague. Y él cuándo va a firmar esta propiedad en la que vivimos ahorita. Nunca se habló de cuándo la va a poner a mi nombre nada más.
Yeah, he says that she's just saying that he wants her to transfer her interests in the property in Texas, but we never talked about when the property in Michigan will become in her name.
Oh. He will, and I apologize, he'll execute a quick claim deed within,
I don't know, whatever we have to do.
upon entry of the judgment. I mean, Miss Deb, you can state whatever date you want to put in the judgment.
I think
You're silenced. We can't hear you, Miss Diab.
I don't know why I'm silent.
Oh, no, okay.
Okay. Yes, upon entry of judgment, so.
Él va a firmar una acción transfiriéndolo a tu nombre cuando está hecho esta rendición del juez. Sobre la casa de Michigan, hoy, me imagino. Señora?
Sí, está bien.
Okay, that's fine. Yep.
Each party is awarded the property in Mexico that is titled in his or her individual name.
En México, cada uno queda con la propiedad que está en nombre suyo.
There is no other real property to divide.
No hay otros propiedad para dividir.
Each party is awarded their personal effects. Miss Najera is awarded the contents of the marital home.
Cada partido puede tener sus bienes personales, pero el contenido de la casa de Sumter va a estar en nombre de señora Najera.
Mr. Galvan is awarded the contents of the Texas home.
Y lo que contiene la casa en Texas lo que está dentro de ese contenido va a ser el señor Galvan.
Miss Najera is awarded the 2015 Dodge Ram truck.
La señora Najera está otorgada el camioneta de 2015 de Dodge Ram.
Mr. Galvan is awarded the 2004 Dodge Ram.
Y el señor le va a quedar el 2004 Dodge Ram con señor Galvan.
Miss Najera is also awarded the Toyota.
Sí, va a ser otorgada la Toyota al señor Najera.
Neither party can recall the make or model of the car at this time.
Pero ningún lado recuerda exactamente el modelo de fábrica del coche Toyota.
Mr. Galvan is awarded 100% of his interest in Najera Brothers Cement.
Señor Galvan está otorgado 100% de los intereses en Najera Cement.
All of the equipment owned by the company is property of the company. If there is any equipment that is not owned by the company, but is entitled in Mr. Najera's name, Mr. Galvan's name, that is awarded to him.
Todo el equipo que tiene esa compañía es de él. Y si hay otro equipo que no tiene título, también está otorgado a él.
On January 1st, 2025, Mr. Galvan will determine the net proceeds of the business.
En el primer día de enero del año 25, el señor Galvan va a determinar las ganancias completos del negocio.
We are defining net proceeds as the profit of the business after taxes have been paid, liabilities have been paid, any employees have been paid, the final profits for the calendar year 2024.
Estamos basando nuestra determinación de qué va a ser la ganancia completa después de subtraer cualquier responsabilidad que tiene que pagar la aseguranza, impuestos y empleados. Y después de eso, la cantidad, eso es lo que está en cuestión. Después de hacer esas responsabilidades.
Mr. Galvin will pay Ms. Nahara 1/2 of that number.
De esa cantidad final, a ella le va a pagar la mitad.
Each party is awarded any bank accounts in his or her name.
Cualquier cuenta bancario que está en nombre de una persona se va a quedar con el nombre del mismo persona. Va a ser otorgado eso.
The joint checking account ending in 9887 shall be divided equally and closed.
La cuenta que tienen juntos, que termina con 9887, lo van a cerrar y dar mitad a cada uno.
There are no retirement or investment accounts to divide.
No hay cuentas de jubilación.
Cash only is what that means. Their taxes sound complicated. Oh, wahoo. They own a cement company, but they couldn't keep the marriage together. I love it.
Y tampoco de inversión para dividir entre ellos. No existen.
There is no joint debt to divide. Each party will assume any debt in his or her name.
Tampoco los dos tienen una deuda que comparten juntos. Si uno tiene deuda, él o ella está responsable de lidiar con la deuda que tienen en su nombre.
Ms. Brinkman, I just wanted to add, instead of waiting at the end, that except for the debt that's associated with the mortgage, which is inheritance, that the debt, so if we can just have something in there, say something, say that.
Absolutely.
I didn't quite catch what Mr. Diab said, but
I'll clarify for the record. There is no debt other than specifically described on this record regarding the mortgage on the Texas home. There's no other debt other than that specifically stated to divide.
Yes.
que en cuestión de dividir, la única deuda específica está en el nombre, está en la casa de Texas, es la única para dividir.
That is the agreement, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Brinkman. The court had two questions. Is Mr. Juan Galvin, is he the sole owner of the Jarrett Concrete business?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, another question. Mr. Juan Galvin has a 5-year use of the apartment and the barn on the Sumter Road property. And during the period of time, he'll maintain certain expenses. What if he leaves before the expiration of the 5 years? Is he obligated to only pay those expenses while he continues to occupy the property?
Only while he continues to occupy the property.
All right, so if he leaves after 2 years, his obligation to pay for insurance and so forth will terminate at that time.
That is correct.
I'm sorry.
Clarificó el juez que si
Is that correct? I'm sorry, we didn't get your response, Ms. Brinkman?
Yeah,
Okay,
yes, that is
that's
correct, Your Honor.
Thank you, thank you.
Hace 5 años, él se evacúa de la propiedad ahí en Sumter Road. Ya no usa ya no está ahí ni tampoco tiene uso personal ahí. Él ya está desobligado de pagar cualquier gasto de esa propiedad.
Ms. Diab, did Ms. Brinkman accurately state your client's agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Galvin, Mr. Jarrett, can you both please raise your right hand to be sworn?
Levanta la mano derecha que te quiere juramentar. Okay, yeah.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm
Ustedes solemnemente juran y afirman
that the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth
que el testimonio que van a decir en este asunto, este caso va a ser la verdad
and the whole truth, so help you God?
y toda la verdad que te ayude Dios.
Yes, yes, we do.
Speak up real loud.
Yes, we do.
Easy.
Mr.
Yes.
Jara? See?
Yes, we do.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Brinkman, if you want to proceed with the proofs from Mr. Galvin, then confirm with him his understanding of this agreement, please.
Yes, Your Honor, and just briefly for the court's awareness in the record, I addressed this with Mr. Walker. We've had discussions about the parties potentially entering a judgment of separate maintenance. Mr. Galvan is consulting with an immigration attorney and is going to get a written opinion as to whether or not the party's divorce could impact his status. He is currently in the process of obtaining his green card and is just awaiting confirmation. It is not conditioned or necessarily tied to Miss Nahara's name. He did not apply, or she did not apply on his behalf. However, the parties have discussed this, and so I just want the court to be aware. I can do the statutory proofs for divorce, and then if the court allows it, if the parties then agree to enter a separate maintenance judgment in alternate of judgment of divorce, is that okay with the court?
Absolutely. Yes, it would be.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
See, I'm just going to interpret
I'm
some of what
sorry.
you said. And just to clarify, this is a separate maintenance judgment, not a divorce, and that you will he's in the process of getting a work permit, and he's wanting to consult with his immigration attorney about that. And Miss Nahara has nothing to do with the immigration issue. Did I say that correctly?
The only correction I have, sir, is that he's not applying for his work permit. He's applying for his permanent residence.
Oh,
as a
permanent resident.
Right. And so he's working here. He is here legally.
Okay.
It's just the final green card status. So I just want to make sure that's
Green card status. Okay. Así que no sé si entendiste, pero él está tratando de aplicar para ser residente permanente y tú no estás involucrada en eso. Solamente que él necesitaría tiempo para consultar con su abogado de la inmigración sobre eso. Y eso, por eso, vamos a estar bien en mantenimiento de separación en lugar de divorcio. Y también, no sé si olvidé ya, me ayuda, señor Galván, ¿olvidé algo? I'm not sure if I missed that, getting lost. I said, yeah, basically, I don't know if that the immigration consultation with his lawyer is going to take place, and she has nothing to do with it. It's just something he's doing separately, and that during this time they're fine with the separation maintenance agreement instead of a divorce. Did I miss something? I apologize. That's about it.
I believe that's the gist of it.
Yeah, and okay. And permanent resident. I said permanent resident too. Okay. Go ahead.
Thank you. Mr. Galvan, when you filed your original complaint for divorce, had you been a resident of the state of Michigan for at least 180 days?
Yes.
You gotta speak up nice and loud for me. Okay.
Yes.
Had you been a resident of Monroe County for at least 10 days?
Yes.
And do you understand that although you filed I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Que él afirmó que tiene más que 6 años o 6 meses estar en este estado y más que 10 días de residente de Monroe cuando originalmente aplicó para divorcio. Go ahead.
And although you filed a complaint for divorce, you understand that we may be entering a judgment of separate maintenance.
Que sí, aunque originalmente fue aplicación para el divorcio, ahorita vamos a entrar en lo que se llama mantenimiento separado.
Do you understand that? You have to
Yes.
say yes. Okay. Okay. Did you hear the agreement that I read into the record?
Yes.
Did you understand?
Escuchó el acuerdo que ella leyó en voz alta y dijo que sí.
Did you understand the entire agreement?
Yes.
También comprendió el acuerdo enteramente.
Is that the agreement that we came to at mediation and leading up to mediation today?
Yes.
Es el acuerdo a que llegamos con el árbitro y antes de hablar con el árbitro. Sí.
Do you believe that the custody and parenting time is in the best interest of your children?
Yes.
Que si él cree que el tiempo con los niños y custodia compartido está en el mejor interés de los niños, y dijo que sí.
Do you understand that you are waiving your right to ask the court that Miss Nahara ever pay you spousal support?
Yes.
Que también comprende que nunca va a ser obligada a señora Nahara a pagarle a él apoyo de alimonio.
Do you understand that the property settlement is final and binding and you cannot come back to court and ask the court to change it later?
Yes.
Que él comprende que este arreglo de la propiedad es final y no se podrá cambiar más tarde.
Understanding all of that, are you asking the court to enter a judgment that separates all of your assets and determines custody and child support?
Yes. I do.
Sabiendo todo eso, pide del juez que cumple con esta rendición y decisión final de custodia y apoyo del niño.
Will you ever continue living as husband and wife with Miss Nahara again?
No.
Que si va a volver a reunirse como esposo y esposa con la señora Nahara en el futuro, y dice que no.
And just in case we do a judgment of divorce, just for the record, if we enter a judgment of divorce instead of separate maintenance, actually, I just got that. I'm sorry. Never mind. Strike that. I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Brinkman. Ms. Diab, do you have any questions of Mr. Galvin?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
Questions for Ms. Nahara, please?
Yes, please. Ms. Nahara, you heard the terms that were placed on the record for custody and property, correct?
Señora Nahara, escuchaste todo de lo que se hablaron de custodia y propiedad, ¿correcto?
Sí.
Yes.
Do you believe that the custody and parenting time provisions are in the best interest of your children?
¿Tú crees que el tiempo con los niños entre los papás y el custodia sería el mejor para en este acuerdo serían mejor para tus hijos?
Sí.
Yes.
And you understand that the property terms are non-modifiable. So they're final and you can't come back to court and ask the court to change anything regarding property. Do you understand that?
Comprendes que estas condiciones y decisiones acerca de la propiedad no se va a poder cambiar en el futuro, son finales. ¿Entiendes eso?
Sí.
Yes.
And you understand that the spousal support that you will be receiving is for 5 years and you can't come back and change the amount or the time that you will be receiving support. Do you understand that?
También comprendes que el apoyo de esposa que vas a recibir para 5 años es final y no podrás hacer petición para cambiar o modificar eso. ¿Comprendes? Yes.
And do you agree with all of the terms that were placed on the record? Do you agree that this is what you want the court to enter?
Todas estas condiciones que ya hemos hablado, ¿estás de acuerdo con cada uno? ¿Estás bien con este acuerdo final?
Sí.
Yes.
And that this is a judgment of separate maintenance that and not divorce that we were discussing. Do you understand that?
Como hemos hablado, es mantenimiento de separación, no es divorcio. ¿Comprendes eso?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay. And you're asking the court to enter a judgment in accordance to the terms that you heard Ms. Brinkman state.
Y lo que dijo la otra abogada, estás pidiendo que la juez obedezca a eso también, lo que ella pidió. ¿Es correcto? Yes.
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
Miss Nahara, are you currently pregnant?
Señora Najera, ¿estás embarazada ahorita?
No.
Thank you. Miss Brinkman, do you have any questions for Miss Nahara?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
So Miss Brinkman, you'll prepare a judgment of separate maintenance. Or if there's no issues with immigration, then you'll prepare a judgment of divorce. Is that correct?
That's correct. If that's what the parties' agreement is, we will adhere to the parties' agreement and based on the advice of counsel.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very well. The court would like to thank Mr. Walker for his assistance in facilitating resolution this afternoon, as well as, of course, attorneys Brinkman and Diab for helping facilitate amicable resolution. The court would applaud to you, Ms. Nahara and Mr. Galvin, for reaching your own agreement. Without question, the best resolution is one in which you both participate. It's wonderful you can co-parent your children. That's huge.
Where's the
Court would also like to
translator?
thank Mr. Nasani for his assistance, fine assistance helping interpret this afternoon. Based upon the testimony that's been presented, as well as claim filed this case, the court finds jurisdiction has been established. The court further finds that there has been a breakdown of the marriage relationship to the extent that the object of matrimony had been destroyed. And there appears to be no reasonable chance for reconciliation. According upon receipt of the judgment of separate maintenance or judgment of divorce, the court will sign that, and at that time, order that the marriage between the parties be dissolved, or that the court would incorporate into the judgment of separate maintenance all these binding terms that have been placed upon the record. And you'll prepare that to judgment, Ms. Brinkman, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Wonderful. All right, if there's nothing further, everyone can zoom out. Have a good rest of the day, and thank you all.
Thank you
Thank
so
you, Your
much.
Honor.
Stop the clock.
I think that was a fail for the translator. What a crazy case. That was a lot of
Painful.
what judge? I think we have time for one more before I'm gonna go make dinner. Let me see if I can make it work. I'm so thrilled with how tonight has gone so far. So good. So good. So good. I got a you. Boom, 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 bow. Ding, 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 now, 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 now. Oh, look, it's working. Perfect.
Nothing good comes from divorce.
I know, their little heads always pit. Until I can hear them from in the morning at my house. They're all over the place. Yeah. Did you see them? They always do. They do not like to share their food. That's why I put some out on the ledge too, so they don't fight. Somehow they still do.
I'll set this up to redirect. Oh, I might creed frame a little bit while I do that. I'm going to dip off the screen just so it don't fuck up.
For the record, this matter is before the court for a continued pretrial conference. The same is being conducted via Zoom. Present is Attorney Anthony Brusco, representing the plaintiff Andrew Pease. Mr. Pease appears to be present with Mr. Brusco. In addition, Attorney Maria Zagorski is present representing the defendant Amber, and Miss Amber is present with Miss Zagorski. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Judge.
And Mr. Brusco, Ms. Zagorski, what's the current status of this matter?
Your Honor, I believe the parties are going to attempt reconciliation. It's my understanding that we're going to enter a stipulation to dismiss without prejudice to give them a period of time to try to reconcile. And if they cannot, they're going to let their attorneys know. And we're going to put together a global resolution to submit to the court as a final judgment entry along with a stipulation to enter that judgment, if that is agreeable to the court.
Wonderful. That's good news. Ms. Zagorski, is that correct? Is that also the intent of Ms. Pease?
It is, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. and Mrs. Pease, it's worthwhile making another effort to preserve your marriage relationship of 10 years. You obviously brought.
Well, but now hold on. He was all pissy earlier that they were trying to make it work. What's the deal here?
Three children into this world. So the court certainly applauds your willingness to at least to continue efforts to maintain the marital relationship. Who will prepare the stipulated order, Mr. Brusco? Will you prepare that, submit that to Ms. Zagorski?
I will, Your Honor.
Okay, and of course, you know, the court's position is, at least it stops the clock. Actually took the proofs back in June. If the court would allow the case to be reopened upon filing of a motion, I would just ask that the parties perhaps schedule mediation with Mr. Walker prior to scheduling that motion to reopen this case for hearing.
Of course, Your Honor.
All right. Do either of you want to voir dire your respective clients on the record this morning?
No, Judge.
No, thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Right. Thank you, Mr. Brusco and Ms. Zagorski for supporting the efforts of your respective clients, keeping the communication open. And the court is pleased to enter that order of dismissal without prejudice upon receipt. Good luck, Mr. and Mrs. Pease.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, that will conclude this matter. Zoom out. Have a good rest of the day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
You just missed a translator case.
Yeah. Let me just write up this file. Give me just 1 minute.
Okay.
What, Judge? What are you talking about? What is the judge talking about? Yes, I did. Can't you tell? Because I'm not.
Remember that couple? Remember they're hearing impaired?
What's that?
Remember that couple?
Oh,
And I
that's.
forgot to stop slowly.
Yeah,
And I was thinking, a lot of times they seem to get older. You just don't hear your spouse. You hear them, but you don't listen. Would you? What'd you say?
Ellen always says that I mumble. I'm like,
I know.
needing hearing aids.
She mumbles. Mumble as she mumbles it. Fucking hilarious.
I'm sure I did the same thing. What'd you say?
What does this come out of?
You're talking as you're walking upstairs.
Yeah.
Can't hear you.
We do that all the time. So when he says what, I go, what? And I just say it back to him and it ticks him off. Where did this come out of? Oh, here it is. All of a sudden I didn't have a. There we go. It's like all of a sudden I didn't have a picture anymore.
What are they're talking about? What a weird little conversation.
Oh.
fired that firearm. Brazil, he's got 3 houses.
You know what? I was
And
going
of
to
course-
skip it. We're not skipping this. This is one of the only times we get to hear him happy.
I texted Tom Scott this morning, you know, he's a neighbor too, and it was about 6:30, and I said, Tom, there's a raccoon on top of your birdhouse. Of course, he's got martins.
Oh, does
Martins
he?
are coming from Brazil. He's got 3 houses, and of course, you know, this obviously he's going after the birds or the eggs. And how do you get up a, you know, it's a, you know, Martin house, there's a pole. Obviously he scurried up there. I said, Tom, shoot that raccoon. So I see him come out at 6:30, he's got a hose. I said, Tom, we wanted to check your marksmanship, if you can still fire that firearm. He said, I didn't want to wake up the neighbors. But yeah, I woke up and I see this thing, and I think, is that an eagle or a hawk? It says something perched on top of the birdhouse. And I got the binoculars out, and sure enough, it was a raccoon that was sitting on top of the birdhouse. No, he went up a pole. I didn't realize he could climb a pole.
Because you'd think he'd slide down it.
Is it a wood pole?
No, it's metal. Yeah, metal. He was able to get up. Yeah, this must wrapped his feet around and climbed up the pole. So Tom got the hose out and he jumped off.
I would want to see who's got a ring camera. Because that would be interesting to see how he got up there.
Yeah, because that's.
Not only spying, but texting them too. Like, hey, you got a raccoon on your birdhouse in the morning? Oh my God, can you imagine getting that text from your neighbor, the judge?
I know.
They try so hard.
Like, I just want to know.
Okay, good. And I think clock already stopped on that, but anyways, we'll get a order of dismissal be submitted. And that's always a good.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Ready, let's go. Half a face, iPhone over here. John is wearing neon.
Ready?
John.
For the record, this matter is before the court for a pretrial conference, the same as being conducted via Zoom. Court is in receipt of a form judgment of divorce, which appears to have been signed by the parties, but it's blank. Nothing's been completed.
No, Your Honor.
Are you John Johnson?
Yes, Your Honor.
Wait, Mr. Johnson, we sent you the judgment and we put a stick note, highlight in yellow. I'm not sure what more we can do and say, you have to complete this, then sign it, then return it. What more can the court do to explain to people what they need to do? I'm just wondering for future.
No, you're absolutely right, Your Honor. We live far apart, and I signed it and sent it to her, and we haven't had that much communication, and she didn't realize she was supposed to fill it out, and we were not able to meet, and I was not able to get to her to get a new one and get to her and get it completely filled out before today.
Okay. We have to address everything: division of property, child support, custody,
there is no
parenting time.
Well, me and her have talked a little bit, and I'm willing to give her what she wants. She would like full custody.
Okay, well, I'll walk through this with you. Are you Alexandra?
Yes,
Hellebuck?
sir. Yes,
Right.
sir.
You've been married 8 years, but you've been separated since 2017. You only lived together as husband and wife for 1 year. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We
so
tried to
let's
do
walk-
this divorce one time.
Okay, let's try to walk through his issues with you. If necessary, you can talk with the front of the court if there's anything in dispute. You have one child, Jace Michael.
Yes.
Typically, we address the parties' parents should share joint legal. What joint legal means that two of you share equal in any major decision concerning the welfare of your son. For example, he needs elective surgery. Both of you should agree upon that. Schooling, things of that, major decisions. Can two of you communicate regarding best interest of your son?
I'm asking for sole custody. He has not been.
Hold on. There's two things. There's legal custody and physical custody. We don't get caught up with physical custody. It's just legal and then parenting time. So can you agree upon
Right.
joint legal?
Yeah, I would,
No,
I would want full legal, all of it for sole custody for me.
All right, and Mr. Johnson, do you disagree with that?
I do not, Your Honor. I'm willing to
All
give her
right,
what she wants.
so I'm going to indicate that the custody, legal and physical custody is awarded to the plaintiff, I'm sorry, the defendant mother, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to complete this, Judge. I'm going to put my initials next to every box I'm checking. Is that agreeable?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to indicate that custody of the minor child, Jace Michael. Legal custody is awarded to defendant mother, physical custody is awarded to defendant mother. What about parenting time? Do you want to put, we could put either reasonable or liberal, whatever two you work about, or we could put a specific parenting time schedule for dad?
None.
No, sir. Yeah, she doesn't. We've talked enough where I'm going to walk away, sir. She
You
don't
can't
want
walk
nothing
away. I
from me.
mean, Jace has a right to have a relationship with each parent. So I'm going to put in reasonable liberal. So if you don't request parenting time, Mr. Johnson, so be it.
Okay.
And if in fact there's an issue down the road you want, you can always petition the court for a specific parenting time schedule.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so is it agreeable if the court puts reasonable liberal?
I agree.
Is that agreeable, Ms. Hillebuck?
Yes, sir.
What is Jace's date of birth?
8/17/18.
8/17/2019.
18, yeah, 2018.
Thank you. So custody of minor child Jace, legal custody and physical custody awarded to defendant mother. As required by law, I'm going to check the box that the domicile child shall not be removed from the state of Michigan without approval of the court. So you can't move to California without Mr. Johnson's approval. You can move, but you can't take child with you unless you get Mr. Johnson's approval or the court's approval.
Yes,
Okay?
sir.
So we'll check that box. Parenting time, reasonable, liberal.
As far as we know, it is. What's he going to say here about the child support? This is bizarre.
Spousal support, known as alimony. It's more for long-term marriages and people that are older. Both of you seem to be young and able-bodied. So can we agree that spousal support is not awarded and it's forever barred?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Personal property. Have you already divided your personal property?
No.
We have nothing to divide. We don't have nothing together.
Okay. Well, so I can put in the judgment that each was awarded the personal property occurring in your possession, free and clear of any claimant part of the other. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Are there any joint debts?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'll say put that each party will have any debts in their own names. There are
Yes, Your
no
Honor.
joint debts to be divided. Motor vehicles. Each will keep their
None.
own automobile, free and clear of any claimant part of the other. Is that correct?
Yeah, we have zero things together, Your Honor.
You, no real estate, correct?
No.
Correct.
In your own name.
I'm sorry?
Do either of you own real estate in your own name?
No.
All right. So the court will check the box, party to not own real estate, no real estate to be divided. Retirement benefits, each will keep your own, free and clear of any claimant part of the other, whether it's an IRA or pension or 401k, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, the court will check the box that each party is awarded their own retirement benefits, free and clear of any claimant part of the other. Um, Miss Hellebuck never took the name Johnson, so we don't need to change her name. Okay, the only issue that needs to be addressed is that of child support. We either, so I'm gonna, we talked about child support, the court we either set an amount or we put it, it's reserved.
Can we put this reserved, sir? Because I'm not asking for any child support.
All right, is that agree with that, Mr. Johnson?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Johnson, is that agreeable?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll check that the box, child support is reserved. Obviously, you can always petition for child support at any future date and time, Ms. Hellebuck. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it appears that we've addressed everything. All right, can you both please raise your right hand to be sworn, please? Do you both solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. We'll start with you, Mr. Johnson. Can you please state your name and current mailing address for the record?
John Cleve Johnson, 12 Maple 48111.
All right, do we have an address of Wanty Road in Milan? You've changed your address?
I did change. I'm a journeyman carpenter. I move a lot for work, so I use that mailing address.
Okay, can you repeat the address so I can write it on your judgment so we can mail you a copy of this?
12 Maple, Michigan, 48111.
That's 12 Maple Drive,
Yes, Your
Belleville,
Honor.
Michigan. The zip code is 48111, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Johnson, is it true that you filed a complaint for divorce with this court on or about April 19th, 2024?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is it further true that on the date you filed the complaint that you've been a resident of the Cayman Islands, state of Michigan for at least 6 months?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is it further true that you married Alexandra Hellebuck on August 15, 2016? You separated in July of 2017?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is it true there's been a breakdown of your marriage relationship to the extent that the objects of matrimony have been destroyed and there's no chance of reconciliation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is it true there was just one child born during your marriage, namely Jace Michael?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions for the court?
I do not.
Thank you. Ms. Hellebuck, can you please state your name and current mailing address for the record?
Alexandra Elizabeth Hillebuck, and my address.
Zip code?
Oh, 49221.
Thank you. Ms. Hellebuck, did you hear the testimony of your husband, John, this morning?
Yes, sir.
Was his testimony true and accurate?
Yes.
Are you currently pregnant?
No.
Is it true there's only one child born during your marriage, namely Jace?
Yes.
Do you have any questions for the court?
No, sir.
All right. Court has completed the judgment. I put initials to every box I've checked. Per your agreement, the court would encourage Mr. Johnson to have a relationship with your son. You owe that to him. You brought him his word, you owe that to him.
Yes, Your Honor.
So in any event, however, based upon the testimony that's been presented this morning, as well as the complaint filed in this case, court finds that jurisdiction has been established. Court further finds that there has been a breakdown in the marriage relationship to the extent that the objects of matrimony have been destroyed, and there appears to be no reasonable likelihood that the marriage can be preserved. Accordingly, it is ordered by this court that the marriage between the parties be and is hereby dissolved, and judgment shall letter granting a divorce and bonds of matrimony. The court has signed the judgment, a copy mailed to both of you. Now we'll conclude this hearing. You can both zoom out. Have a good rest of the day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And that was all he wrote that night. Judge Cranky Pants Bronlick. You guys, thank you so much for being here for our first of what will be many exciting streams with no interruptions and the ability to press buttons and play videos and do all the things. I'm so excited. Thank you again, MB. Thank you all again for being here. Thank you again to Cellulite Yoga Pants for the wonderful art. Thank you guys. I've set this up to redirect over to Collins. Go give him a hard time. Do remember that their chat is PG-13. This one is certainly not. So just keep that in mind. I always forget. Last time I went over there, I talked about somebody double teaming Colin. Anyways, remember that I love you. I am proud of you. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.